So word on the streets is that NeNe Leakes just got dumped by her man NeNe Leakes, and she is getting clowned so hard online that it's making her have a breakdown.
I get this emotional about stuff. This is really making me emotional.
Oh my God.
It really is, because I really was ready for me.
No, I know.
NeNe's relationship with NeNe has had a lot of waving red flags from the very start, but she ignored all the red flags because she was in love. But it looks like that has all blown up in her face because she just got dumped, and it looks like the breakup was messy as F because she has been throwing mega shade on social media. Was NeNe really using her for clout this whole time?
I could do this for hours. Sit and talk.
So it looks like our girl NeNe Leakes has been having a terrible past couple of days because she just got dumped by her man, and nobody feels bad for her because she is getting clowned online. Now, for those of you who don't know, NeNe and her man NeNe Leakes started dating in 2021, and their relationship had a crazy amount of red flags from the very beginning. In fact, it's kind of surprising that they even managed to last for this long because people kind of expected them to break up after a couple of months. The first big red flag that showed that the relationship was going to be toxic is the fact that NeNe and NeNe started dating only a couple of weeks after her husband Greg Leakes unfortunately passed away from colon cancer. This relationship had raised a lot of eyebrows, and some people even believe that she might have been sneaking around with NeNe before Greg passed, but she denied this. She claimed that Greg had given her his blessing before he passed. She said, "Greg and I had a very tearful conversation before his passing. His words to me were, be happy, keep smiling, and he who finds you has found a good one." She also posted a lot of coupley pictures of them together, and it was starting to look like she had found love for the second time. But then things took a messy turn when it was revealed that NeNe was in fact a married man. Not only was he married, but he also had kids too. Somebody says, psych! Because a couple of months after they went public about the relationship, they got exposed by NeNe's wife because she was not about to sit back and watch her man be paraded around with another woman and get photographed at hot celebrity events. Now, at first, people tried to make excuses for NeNe, claiming that she probably didn't know that NeNe was married or that he had lied to her about his marital status and blah blah blah. But according to insiders, NeNe did in fact know that he was married before they started dating. They were introduced by Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband Peter Thomas. Plus, there were also talks about how NeNe's first husband Greg was married when she started dating him, and her own sister even confirmed this.
Did you approve of the first wedding?
No,
Why not?
because Greg was a married man.
So if NeNe had dated a married man before, well, what's to say that she wouldn't do the same thing a second time? People called her out for being a hypocrite because of how hard she came for Kim Zolciak Bierman on The Real Housewives of Atlanta when she found out that Kim was dating a married man.
Close your legs to married men. You heard me? Close your legs to married men.
Wow.
Close your legs to married men. That is still one of the most iconic moments on the show. So it's kind of wild that NeNe herself would end up in the same situation. But NeNe's wife Malomini did not stop at exposing them alone because she took NeNe to court and sued her for alienation of affection. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, NeNe and his wife lived in North Carolina, which is one of the states in the US that allows people to sue their spouse's side piece. Even though people were dragging NeNe for dating a married man, some people felt like Malomini was taking things a bit too far because she wasn't keeping the same energy with NeNe. People felt like she should have reserved some of her anger for him since he was the one who cheated on her. In the lawsuit, Malomini claimed that NeNe used her celebrity status to entice NeNe from his family. But it didn't stop there because according to TMZ, Malomini says NeNe posted picture after picture of her new man, humiliating Malomini and cratering her relationship with her husband. Malomini also claims that she suffered emotional distress, mental anguish, and a loss of affection. She asked the court to grant her $100,000 in damages because of the pain that was caused to her by the affair. So how did NeNe and NeNe handle this? Well, NeNe went live on Instagram and denied that she was a man stealer.
So much is going on in the world. Let's just try to show each other a little more love. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's a lot going on in the world. I'm already out here a husband stealer, and this is too much. And ain't nobody out here stealing husbands, are they?
She also had an interview with ET and said that she felt like the lawsuit was none of her business and that Malomini should have been talking to NeNe and not her.
How are you feeling about the lawsuit that was filed against you?
I don't feel anything.
You have no feelings towards the lawsuit she filed against you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, because I feel like it's their business and not mine, right? And I feel like I was dragged into something that is just not my business.
She also decided to be petty as F and posted this video on her Instagram stories.
I could do this for hours. Sit and talk to you for hours.
NeNe also threw shade at Malomini when he posted a picture of NeNe and captioned it, "The best thing you can do to yourself in this life is not to allow negative people to bring you down to their level. Just maintain your self-respect and keep away from them. Know that you can't hang out with negative people and expect to live a positive life." Listen, it's the audacity for me. Now remember how Malomini said that NeNe was enticed by NeNe's celebrity status? Well, a lot of people also suspected that he was using NeNe to get in the limelight, but NeNe ignored everyone and her relationship with NeNe continued to bloom. Well, until now, that is, because NeNe just broke up with NeNe, and word on the streets is that it's because she's lost her spot on Bravo. Now we know that NeNe has left the Real Housewives franchise, and she was even involved in a messy court battle against the network. And it looks like the network is holding a grudge against her because they are being extra petty and cutting her out of even the flashbacks. In a recent episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was a flashback scene to season 4. But fans quickly realized that NeNe had been edited out of the flashback. In the original flashback, NeNe, Kandi Burruss, Phaedra Parks, Kim Zolciak, Sheree Whitfield, and Cynthia Bailey all posed together as they each held a peach. But in the episode that aired, NeNe had been edited out of the picture. So it kinda suggests that NeNe's time in the Real Housewives spotlight is over. And this is what makes it super shady and suspicious that NeNe dumped her right around that time. And from the look of things, the breakup was not amicable because NeNe has been throwing so much shade at NeNe on social media. Like this post where she said, "A narcissist is the devil." But she didn't stop there because she also posted, "Why do I keep meeting narcissists? Am I doing something to attract them? This is a real question. Help." And narcissists do have the ability to self-reflect. They cannot see anything wrong with what they do and they only see fault in your reaction. They cannot see anything wrong with what they do and they only see fault in your reaction. They 100% believe you are the problem and they are the victim. It's mind-blowing. Yeah, it definitely sounds like there is some trouble in paradise between them, but people do not feel bad for NeNe because they believe that she brought this on herself. Not only did she not close her legs to married men, but she ignored all the warning signs that she got. People left comments saying, her saying close your legs to married men came back to bite her. NeNe told Kim to close her legs to married men, yet NeNe dealt with 2 married men that we know of publicly. NeNe seems to have been projecting her wrongdoings onto Kim. It's not right either way, but don't pass judgment while living in a glass house. And maybe NeNe thought she could steal someone else's husband again. She did it once. Yoni isn't much of a catch. If he will cheat with you, he'll cheat on you. Yeah, it looks like people have zero pity for NeNe because they felt like she got herself into this mess in the first place. But I want to know what y'all think about this, because do you believe that NeNe was really using NeNe for clout, or is this just a normal case of love gone bad? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and then check out this next video.